What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. What are these rags they got Trina wearing? Like, they got her some clothes from the Lost and Found. That shit looked like she was dressed like she was a runaway teenager. I'm like, no, nope. They need to take them rags off of her. I said, what is this garm that they got on her? Like, what is this? Honestly, what is this mess? Like, you couldn't get her no knockoff Louis Vuitton or something. Like, what the hell is that? Like, she looked straight homely. I'm like, I felt bad for her, and I'm like, you about to get it on with Spencer for the first time dressed like that? That's love. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He must really love her, because I don't even know how. Viewer discretion is advised, but I mean, how do you get an erection when you dress like you homeless? I'm just saying. I guess he had to look past the clothes and just look at her gorgeous face, because that ensemble doesn't scream "Take me, I'm yours." I'm like, it just, it don't, it don't. I'm just saying, like, we don't do lost and found clothes now. That's worse than hand me downs. Like, come on now. Like, with all Victor money, you could have got her some knockoff Louis Vuitton. I'm just saying, some Dolce and Gabbana, something nice. But I'm happy. Spencer and Trina was about to get it on. Of course, they got interrupted. The damn boat had to dock. I'm like, ugh. I mean, I don't blame them for not wanting to wait. I understand Spencer wanted their first time together to be special, romantic. I get it, but tomorrow ain't promised. Like, y'all need to go ahead and just get down with the get down and, exhale or something and smoke a cigarette after you're done, because ain't no telling what that crazy ass uncle of his got up his sleeve, so y'all might as well just come on with it. But I'm nervous too, because I'm like, y'all talking about having sex for the first time, but I don't hear no talk of a condom or birth control. I don't hear no talk of that. And y'all on a boat, and I doubt that Victor left y'all with some contraceptives. I'm just saying, like, we don't need no babies around here right now. Not at the moment. Get it together. I'm they sitting there talking about getting it on. I'm like, where are the condoms at? Like, I don't hear no talk of a rubber. Like, what is going on here? Like, we don't need no new Cassadine ears right now. Like, that's just something we don't need at the present moment. So anyway, moving on from that, it's always a pleasure to see my boo, Christina. I love the little back and forth her and Sam was doing. Sam wasn't playing with her. She was like, listen, this your dress for the day. She said, this a dress for the day. Because they was going back and forth like siblings do. Like, no, you still got clothes that I gave you from years ago that I still ain't seen yet. I am not mad at it, because siblings do be doing that. Like, taking your shit and then you forget, they done had it so long you forget they got it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, think you lost it. I got siblings that do that too, and that shit, it grinds my gears sometimes. Like, I had a lighter. I came in looking for that lighter. I could have sworn. Now I'm thinking my mind is bugging out, because I'm like, yo, where's my lighter? My brother had the damn lighter. I'm like, didn't tell me he had it. Made me think I dropped it or lost it or whatever. I'm running around searching high and low for it, and he had it the whole time. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you seen me running around looking for this damn thing. Ugh, aggravation. But yeah, that's what siblings do, man. They just live to take your stuff. I was loving that scene though with Christina and Dex. I'm just like, I felt like it would have made way more sense to have the two of them together. It would have made way more sense to me if the two of them just hooked up. It would have. I think that would have made Sonny actually care. But I love that list though that Sonny has sent her of properties, because she wants to open up like a youth homeless home or something, shelter or whatever it is that she want to open. I thought that was nice. You know what I mean? And he's gonna bankroll it and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty dope. And I love that Christina's trying to do something for her community, and of course Sonny's backing it. I think that's pretty dope, and it adds to the angst, because I think it's a way to get into Dex's mind, like, Sonny's not the evil that Michael is trying to portray him to be. You know what I mean? Sonny does have good qualities about him. He's very generous with money. I know some people don't like that it's blood money in their mind, but he's very generous with it. You know, he funds a lot of, community stuff. He funds a lot of programs. The hospital, he's donated millions to the hospital over the years. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of good to him, and he uses the money for good. But of course, Dex doesn't seem to have an attack of conscience because he still wants to go ahead with taking him down, calling Michael about the Pikeman deal. I'm like, y'all just gonna this is just gonna blow up in y'all face. I have a feeling it's gonna blow up in their face, especially Michael. Um, and I love the fact, Christina and Dante have Sonny's back. At least his children have his back. You know what I mean? Like, thank God somebody's on his side. Because Michael's just starting to piss me off at this point. Um, and I always love Dante and Sonny's chats and stuff like that. But I feel like for the most part, I feel Sonny has his eyes open where Michael is concerned. For some of it. Because he know for a fact Michael did not want him at that wedding. He know this was all Willow. And I'm glad he knows that. I understand he wants the family back together because no matter what Michael does, Sonny still sees him as his son. But I feel like if he finds out Michael's actively trying to put him in prison and trying to use the Pikeman thing and Dex and all that, I think it might shift their relationship. I think this might be the thing to make Sonny take the gloves off of Michael. It might be. Because I've been waiting for Sonny to just stop bowing down to this boy. You know what I mean? Because it's like certain things you just can't take back, and I feel like Sonny continues to be nice about it, trying to get back into Michael's good graces, and that's what irritates me. I get that that's your child, but like I said a million times, stop kissing ass to get along with somebody. Just stop. Because no, if I got to do all of that, maybe we do need to separate and be away from each other. You know what I mean? Because I'm not kissing you behind to get along with you. It's not gonna go down. Because I know Dante wants some peace and harmony in that family. Because I know he is getting sick and tired of the divide. He is getting so tired of it. But that's why I'm also glad that Christina's back. Because they mentioned a couple times that her and Michael's relationship is not great. Since all this division in the family, that she's pretty much on Sonny's side. So I can't wait to see Christina at the wedding and see what her reactions are going to be, because I seen a little spoiler pic and the facial expression that she had at that wedding, it looked like she didn't want to be there. Like, she had this stank face on. Like, she did not want to be at that wedding. So I can't wait to see that. Her interactions with Michael and stuff, and how that's going to go down. So anyway, moving on from that, Gladys. Ugh, Gladys. I am so glad Sam got a foot on Gladys' freaking neck. I am so happy. Sam is not letting up on her ass. I think more and more Sam is starting to get convinced that Cody is telling the truth, that Gladys set him up. Because she was sitting right there, bad mouthing the hell out of Cody, calling him all type of grifter. And I'm like, girl, you're a grifter your damn self. You're a grifter. You ain't no better. That's the pot meat kettle. And, Sam was getting an earful and an eyeful of it. And I think that convinced her even more glad to set this up. Gladys could sit there, oh, you can't believe everything Cody said. No, we can't believe everything you're trifling behind say. Look at Sophia Matson, who plays Sasha. You can see it in her face, the pregnancy, because she is pregnant in real life, so congratulations to her. It is a blessing having a child. I think this is her second child, I want to say. So congrats to her. She is glowing. Like, you can see it all in her face. I'm just disappointed that Sasha is buying into this. Like, she really believes Gladys in her lies. She did not believe one thing Cody had to say. Cody kept trying to convince her, like, listen, you can't trust Gladys. But of course he can't tell everybody why right now without implicating Miss Wu, and that's something he ain't trying to do because the man ain't that stupid. And I felt bad when she stormed out and she wouldn't believe Cody, because my thing is, why is she so convinced that Gladys wouldn't do something like this? Gladys doesn't have the greatest track record. Gladys has screwed people over. Gladys has lied. You know what I mean? Like, she's just as much a grifter and a liar as people think Cody is. I understand it's hard to figure out which one of them is lying. I get it. But it's like, for her to solely think that Gladys couldn't do something like this. I'm like, open up your eyes. You really think Gladys wouldn't do something like she wouldn't snake you out of your money? I mean, look at her. She's sitting there planning this whole little expensive Caribbean vacation, living La Vida Loca, like all on somebody else's dime. That's an indicator. Even though Sasha was like, oh no, you should go on the trip by yourself. Okay, that's fine. She can go on vacation by herself, but does it have to be to the Caribbean? Does it have to cost an arm and a leg? No, but it's gonna. Oh, it's gonna cost. Sasha gonna know when she see a bill, when she see that invoice for the plane ticket, the hotel resort. Oh, she gonna see it. I bet you that bank account gonna be drained. So I'm glad Sam's starting to get to the bottom of this mess, And I'm glad BLQ, see, BLQ is a selfless person. She done stepped up again. Like, Cody was definitely about to be fired by Ned, and BLQ is the one who talked him out of it. Go figure. Like, BLQ just stepping in, saving everybody behind at this point. Like, she's just trying to look out for everybody. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. BLQ was like, listen, I got your back. Like, she's still, on the fence about whether he telling the truth or not because he ain't got no proof that he is innocent. But she got his back, and I like it. So anyway, moving on from that. So anyway, I felt bad for Molly. You know what I mean? When Dr. Navarro told her that she had that condition, that disease or whatever. I'm trying to pronounce it right. I think it's called endometriosis. I think I'm saying it right. I looked it up because I didn't know what the hell exactly was it, and it's certain things. So from the looks of it, it looks very painful. Like, women go through that during their menstrual cycle and stuff like that, and it's very painful during their menstrual. See, I'm glad I was born a man because I'm like, listen, the shit that y'all females have to go through monthly, weekly, daily with the body, it, woo. And I damn sure ain't pushing no child out. I'm just, listen, if I had to push a kid out, it wouldn't be no more babies. I'm just saying because I'm not doing it. Never, 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 never. Ain't nothing coming up out of me. I don't know how y'all do it. That's why I tip my hat off to women, because the stuff that y'all gotta go through, I'm just like, nope. With all these menstrual cycles, the bleeding, listen, I bleed when it get too hot, and that's too much for me. So I could imagine what y'all. I couldn't. The fibroids, all that stuff, and all this stuff with the uterus and the fallopian tubes, and woo. I be feeling bad for y'all because I'm like, no, absolutely the hell not. I tip my hat off to y'all, man. But from what I read, it is a treatable condition. Like, they can treat it. So hopefully the GH writers tell the story correctly, because some of these other little medical stories they don't tell correctly. I'm like, you're going to have to get the people from Grey's Anatomy over here, or you're going to have to get the people from Chicago Med over here. Somebody who know how to tell a medical story. I'm just saying, because sometimes they be a little wonky with the story, and I'm just like, if you're going to tell a medical story now, this one you got to tell right. Like, I understand it's daytime TV, but you need to tell it a little bit more accurate than you do. I'm just saying. But hopefully, Molly doesn't have to go into panic mode thinking that she can't have kids or nothing, because like I said, from what I read, it seems like it's treatable. It's going to hurt. Having that disease does, cause pain, but it should be treatable. And, I respect the fact that Alexis, wants to talk to TJ and get a little bit more background on the ALS stuff, because ALS ain't no joke. Like, there's no cure for it. And that's the sad part. I be scared when you hear about medical diagnosis and stuff, because it can happen to anybody. Anybody can get ALS, anybody, you know what I mean? So it's a scary thing to get something that you cannot control and you cannot cure. It's a scary thought. Very scary. To just have something take over your body and you can't do a damn thing about it, no matter how much money you got, no matter what. You can't do nothing about it. Like, that is such a scary thought, because there's so many diseases out here that people can get hit with, you know what I mean? Like, and you can't get rid of them. That's a scary, sad thought. But I'm pretty sure, it's gonna be hard for Molly to have to sit here and break things down to Alexis, because I wouldn't want to have that conversation like, oh, I got this disease and all that. That's not an easy conversation, because not only is she going to have that with Alexis, she's going to have to tell TJ about it. But I think they should be able to, fix that. So anyway, I don't blame Alexis for wanting to be in on the Cassadine drama. Like, because I know this is the one time where she wished she was a part of the Cassadine inner circle. so she could, help them try to find Victor and stuff like that. Because that man, he's just unhinged. He done lost every little bit of his mind. But at least Drew finally came, through for once. I mean, he finally became of use when they found that map in the storage unit. I said, it's about time, Drew. It is about time that you became of some help in this damn story, because he has been as useless as a damn log. Like, sir, where have you been? You walking around giving everybody updates. About time you used that little noggin of yours. I knew it was worth something. I knew it was worth more than that little 10-cent brain. Get it together. It's about time. Hopefully they can figure this out, because I want to see all of them go in a guns a-blazing. Like, y'all need to find out where this boat is, strap up, and go take his little ass down, because I'm about tired of Victor getting away with all this. Y'all need to go in there and just shoot him down, because that man just playing in their face at this point. Like, Victor is not playing. Like, take his old ass down today. I wonder, too, if Laura gonna strap up and go out there. Wouldn't that be something? The mayor of Port Charles getting her little pistol and she gonna go on the boat too, because they gonna need all the help they can get at this point. I can't wait to see her reaction when she find out everything that's really going on with Nicholas, because they figure that Nicholas has to know what's going on by now, because the story about Spencer and the baby is pretty much international. So if he's on international waters, he should know by now. I'm like, lady, that man don't know nothing. He's sitting up in a coma somewhere. He don't know what the hell going on with y'all. Hopefully they figure that out. I want to see her reaction. Like, is she gonna be pissed? I mean, Laura shouldn't be pissed, because she usually don't get that mad about certain things. I could see her forgiving Ava and stuff like that, because she could see how nutty her son became. So it's a wonder ain't nobody offed him sooner. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great weekend. Peace.